welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd film a cook with me because I enjoy cooking and I thought it'd be fun for you guys to join in with me cooking my dinner today because there's only 3 of us in the house today and I thought I'd cook my own rather than having pizza because I don't like pizza, so I'm cooking my own meal. Today I thought I'd make braised tofu. I make this a lot because it's, well, not quick, semi-quick I'd say, easy, and it's nice to eat. It tastes nice. So that's what we're gonna make. I actually used someone else's recipe for this. So this is not a recipe video, this is just watch me cook. It's Thankyyou's recipe, so I'll link her in the description so that you can actually go and look at her recipe video rather than mine, because mine's probably gonna end up quite messy and I'm not an actual chef, so you should probably watch hers. Let's get started. Okay, I've zoomed out so you can see what I'm doing a bit more clearly. The first thing we're gonna do is cut the tofu. Well, get it out first, because that's what you need to do in the first place. This always has some liquid, so you've got to be kind of careful. In fact, I'm gonna go and quickly open this over the sink so I don't spill it everywhere. Okay, my tofu is out of its package. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the tofu. I cut them into quite small cubes because I like it that way. You can do them big ones as well, like big, just slices, but I'm gonna cut them into cubes for today. So, just gonna keep slicing slices, and then I'm gonna put a few on top of each other at a time, and then make them in strips, then turn them and cut them into cube shapes. There we go. Now all my tofu is in cubes, I'm going to put it on a plate with a kitchen towel and salt and pepper it. So I'm going to lay the kitchen towel over the plate, put on my tofu, make sure they're spread out evenly. And I'm going to put some pepper and salt on them. And I'm just gonna lay the kitchen towel over them again, press them down. This is going to let out any of the excess moisture. And I'm gonna let it sit like this for about 15 to 20 minutes, but I'm gonna put in my rice after making the sauce. So it'll end up being more like 30 to 40 minutes. And now I've got my tofu set over there, I'm going to make my sauce, of which I have got the measurements written down on my phone so that I do not forget them. So we're gonna start with the dry things, because top tip, if you do the dry things first, then they don't get stuck to your spoon because of the wet stuff. So the first thing I'm going to use is gochugaru, and I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of this because, well, I did kind of modify this recipe purely because of the fact that I like more sauce, so I made more sauce. But yeah, 2 teaspoons of this, already making a mess. Ooh. And there we go, that is the 2 teaspoons of gochugaru done. The next thing I'm going to do is my sugar, which I actually forgot to put out, but now I've got it. And that is 1 tablespoon. Gonna plop that down. And now I'm gonna do the sesame seeds, which is 1 to 2 tablespoons. So I'm just gonna go 1 tablespoon today. There we go. Now onto the wet stuff. I'm gonna start with the soy sauce. This is 4 tablespoons for my version. Oh, I really have made a mess, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, lovely. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the water, which I kindly, to myself, poured into a jug so I did not have to get it from the tap. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do a bit less for this one, 4. Lovely. And now I've got sesame oil, which I'm just going to do 1 tablespoon of. Lovely. And now I've got 2 teaspoons of, well, this is chopped garlic. Meant to be minced garlic, but chopped garlic's fine. 1, 2. Oh, no. There we go. Then the final thing I'm going to add is plum syrup, because this isn't in her recipe, but I like adding plum syrup to everything, so we're going to add a bit of that for some more sweetness. And her recipe also does have some green onion in it, although I don't have any green onion at home, so I'm not going to include that. We're just going to leave it as this, and I'm just going to stir it a bit now to make sure everything is well incorporated. Lovely. Let's just wipe up this mess for now. Now, I've got my rice cooker out, so I'm going to plug that in. Here we go. Ooh, hello. I'm going to get the bowl out and get my rice. And because it's just me eating, I'm going to do 1 cup of jasmine rice. Normally I do use sushi rice, but you can use any type of short grain rice, you know, that gets sticky or whatever. And pour that in. Now it's time to wash. Now, as you can see, I'm washing my rice. I'm just going to keep going till the water turns clear. Okay. I've washed it and filled it up to the line. Now I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to put it on the right setting. And now my rice is cooking. So now that everything's prepared, I'm just going to have a little break now and wait till my rice gets onto its 10-minute timer, and that's when I'm going to start cooking the tofu. So yes, time for my break. I've got peach tea like always. Go watch my last video if you want to see me talk about peach iced tea for 5 minutes, because best drink. While I'm on my break, I'll give you a little life update. This wasn't actually meant to be the first video posted this week. I was meant to do a vlog over the past few days, but I filmed a lot of the clips when I went out with family and friends on my phone, to which my phone's contract is ending in about a week and I've got no storage left. So I actually ended up accidentally deleting all the videos that were filmed on my phone, which means that the vlog would have been very boring and it would have basically just been me going, now I'm going to do this, now I'm going to do this. So I thought, let's just not do the video and let's do this one instead. So that's the first news, I guess. I also, not that you can see it probably from the camera, got a blood test today. Fun, love them. I've had many, so it's fine. I actually enjoy blood tests. So don't call me weird, don't call me weird. I enjoy blood tests, but yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna see you when my break's over now because I've not really got anything interesting to say. Okay, now my rice is on a 10-minute timer, I'm going to start cooking my tofu. So I'm going to get a big pan and put it on high heat. Then I'm going to put my oil all over the pan. We're going to let that heat up a bit while we look at our tofu. Lovely, it's all ready to go in the pan as soon as that finishes. Okay, I think it's ready now, so my hands are clean. I'm just going to plop these all on the pan. The oil may get a bit everywhere. It always does when I do this. Okay, now they're all on the pan, I'm going to keep cooking these until they've turned golden brown. So yeah, I'm just going to keep turning them over. Obviously be careful with the oil, it spits. I'm going to actually pull my sleeve down. Okay, they're all golden brown now, so I'm going to turn the heat down a bit before adding the sauce. This is where you've got to be extra careful because sometimes it can spit. Other times it doesn't. I think the more you pour in, the less it actually spits at you. There we go. So I'm going to add in part of the sauce first of all. As you can see, that's really, really bubbling. And when ready, add a bit more of the sauce. And we're just going to let that kind of bubble a bit more. And now I'm just going to add the last bit of the sauce. There we go. Now I'm going to put that back down to a low heat. And I'm going to quickly sort out my rice and put that in my bowl and everything so this can be put on top. Okay, I'm going to use this bowl today and I'm going to quickly get my rice. Put my rice in my bowl. There we go. So now my rice is in my bowl, I'm going to add the extra stuff on top. Normally I would add kimchi, but I've not got any in the house at the moment, so I actually made an Asian cucumber salad to put on top of the rice too. So I'm going to put some on here now. In fact, I'm going to put all of it on here now. There we go. And I'm gonna also put the tofu on top. I've obviously made more than one portion. I'm actually gonna put the rest of the tofu in a container into the fridge so I can have more tomorrow and my mum will want some as well. So yeah, I've now plated it all and it's ready to be eaten. Okay, so now I'll try some cucumbers. Very good. And then tofu. I've not had this in ages. I love it. So good. Okay, that'll be the end of this video. I'm going to continue eating. Thank you all so much for watching. As you know, I love seeing your feedback in the comments, so it'd be nice if you could leave one. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye!